While the Rugby World Cup dominates headlines, it's not the only rugby tournament going on in Japan, with defence forces from around the globe taking part in their World Cup. The tournament has run simultaneous to the actual World Cup for many years, and New Zealand made it to the third place playoff against France. Rugby reporter Joe Porter headed out to Kashiwa to watch the match alongside the friends and family of the Defence Blacks players.
The New Zealand military haka wowing the local Japanese crowd, with many coming just to get a glimpse of the famous challenge. It was the same at each game they played.
It was totally packed, and they went berserk when they'd voiced at the haka.
And you've just had a Japanese woman come up to you just now and ask...
Yeah, just are the New Zealand team doing the dance? She said, are they doing the dance? We're here to watch the dance.
Shane and Kelly Coburn made the journey from Tawa to support their son James, who until a few weeks ago was not a military man.
They were really short of a tight head prop, and so they rang Wellington, and Wellington put his name forward, so he had to join the Territorials to get over here. Yeah, so he had to swear his allegiance about 3 weeks before they came, and yeah.
So hopefully World War III doesn't break out anytime soon?
Exactly, that's what we said, you might end up being deployed somewhere when you're here.
Abby Rivers also made the hikoi from Aotearoa to cheer on her partner, Lua.
My partner was based down south doing a course, and they called him up a couple of days before they had a camp in Wellington, and he just rang me and said, I'm going to Japan. So then he went to Wellington for a week to find out he was in the team, and then me and my mother just booked a ticket.
And she and the Coburns revealed the Defence Blacks have picked up cult status in Japan due to a classic case of mistaken identity.
They stop at truck stops a lot on their bus, and they have to sign autographs because people think they're the All Blacks.
It's easier just to do it than trying to explain you're not.
Some people got lured to hold a baby. They had to hold a baby and take a picture, and he was like, oh, I don't know what to do, and they just took a big picture of him holding a baby, so it was that was quite cool. The baby cried, so he wasn't too happy, but it was all right.
However, there is an All Black among their ranks. Former New Zealand captain Buck Shelford served in the Navy in the 70s and 80s and has played and been an ambassador for the Defence Blacks ever since.
This is the third World Cup they've had. I lined up with the World Cups, and I captained the team back in 1985, the first tour they had after the Second World War. We had an 8-match tour of Britain. We went through undefeated, and it was a great tournament, great tour.
Shelford says there's always been a strong affinity between the Japanese, New Zealand and Māori.
They very much like our culture in New Zealand. They come out and they go to all the Māori areas, like down to Rotorua to Waka and all that stuff. They're really interested in the tangata whenua of New Zealand.
The Defence Blacks lost 10-5 to France in the third place playoff, with Fiji beating the UK in the final. While disappointed in the result, assistant coach Malanga Leota says they've done New Zealand proud.
That's the whole thing. It's all about representing our country, representing our people, and who we are.
It's a small world, and New Zealand is even smaller. Turns out Leota is an uncle of Hurricanes and Manu Samoa lock Kane Laupepe, who's hooked the Defence Blacks up with tickets to tonight's Rugby World Cup clash between Samoa and Russia in Kumagaya.
Quite lucky, got the nephew that plays for the Manu, and they offer us 20 tickets for the game. So yeah, got to take the boys out there and cheer out for the Blue.
With blue on the ground and black in the stands, it's hard to see Russia coming close to the Manu tonight. In Kashiwa, mō te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Joe Porter aho.